can buy curd or even make it yourself, but a lot of good supermarkets will have it now on the shelves, and it's well worth sourcing it out, trying it for yourself. Whisk in some caster sugar and a couple of egg yolks. Begin to break those yolks down into the mixture. It goes in there quite quickly, actually. You can see, beautiful. It doesn't split. Look at this, it just shit goes all over the place. I'm going to get covered in this, I can see it. Then drop in 2 whole eggs. Whisk that in together. Now it's beginning to slacken down now. You see the mixture looks very eggy at the moment. For a floral kick, add a few drops of rose flavouring. That's really nice there. Don't want to add too much. Again, very traditional in there. It's quite potent stuff. Always reminds me of Turkish delight, actually. Some lemon zest and a few currants. That'll be enough. The rest of it I'm going to put on when it goes inside the tart shell. And some melted butter. Mix that together. And now I'm going to park this mix to one side. For the sweet short crust pastry, start with some plain flour, icing sugar and butter. Now if you've got a food processor at home, literally just put all the dry ingredients in with the butter and just blitz it literally for about 15-20 seconds and it'll come together. But I like the idea of just getting your hands in there and breaking it down yourself. Get the kids to do it. This is the sort of thing when they come back from school and they've got that little bit of extra energy, get them in the kitchen, give them some butter, give them some flour, and then turn them into breadcrumbs. Once that's broken down to breadcrumbs, squeeze the juice of a lemon. Helps break down the pastry. Doesn't really impart much flavour into it. You're not adding enough of it for that. Egg yolk and water. I was going to get my hands in there straight away, but I won't. I'm just going to turn it around, incorporate all the flour with the liquid. Keep your water at hand, a little bit more. Mix this all together. Now that, just by giving it a quick spin, has brought the whole pastry together. Finally, knead the dough, chill, and bring back to room temperature. Then it's ready to use. Over here is exactly that. So you manipulate it a little bit more, and then you're going to line your tart shell. Flatten it down with your hand, a little bit of flour, get a rolling pin, lucky turn, and then roll it out. And then get in there and push it and line it all the way down to the bottom. So you're pushing the extra pastry down into the tart case. Get your fingers right into those little grooves on the side and run it all the way around. Make sure it's right inside the corners, it's critical. Blind bake the case with baking beans for about 15 minutes at 200 degrees. You end up with a beautiful shell. And you'll notice also, you see the little fork marks? That just stops it from rising too much. Because you've got the extra egg in there, chances are it's going to want to try and lift. So just pricking the bottom with a knife will just prevent that from happening. Then give the mixture a final stir. Pour it in, drizzle in the currants. The ones that are in the mix, chances are it's just going to sink to the bottom. But these almost act like little floating machines. Grate some nutmeg over the top. Now this is where the similarity is with custard tarts. Then bake at 200 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. And when it pops out the oven, it looks like that. And you can see the nutmeg on the top, beautiful golden brown on the outside. You see those currants sitting away all over the top as if they're trying to float. That, for me, is a fantastic Yorkshire curd tart.